Hello, just wanted to get a quick video out there in regards to the crap, which is what you'd call it, that poor Kyle Walker has been subjected to, where Manchester City has issued an official statement on the racial abuse Kyle Walker has copped on social media. Kyle Walker shared the offending statement on his official X account as well. It's a sad thing to see when any player or person is subjected to racial abuse. There's no place for it, whether it's football or any walk of life. Really, people resorting to that over Kyle Walker's performances, they should really take a good hard look at themselves. First of all, yes, Kyle Walker struggled in recent games or across this season, as been covered, as I've written on Esteemed Comedy and covered in various other circles. It's clear that Walker's playing ability is diminished as his athleticism and pace fades. But despite that, he's still, and forever will be, one of Manchester City's greatest ever players, if not their greatest ever right back. Yes, there's criticism in the game, it's part and parcel of it, but to see some of the shit that he's subjected to, some people really need to take a good hard look at themselves. So you can look on X, you'll see most of it, that's where I've seen it, with stupid and pathetic images of Kyle Walker's face imposed over Osama bin Laden's body and bullshit like that. Really, if that's where it's gotten to, perhaps football or sport or anything isn't actually for you. There's no humour to it, it's just vicious abuse, and then it's now escalated into racial abuse. That's just pathetic. And if people are resorting to that, well, they really need to grow up and get a life and have a look at themselves rather than persecuting Walker. As I said, Walker's a club legend at Manchester City, and he's standing at the club secure even if his performances haven't matched that this season. But to see him having to put out statements in the club about racial abuse, it's just vile, and people really need to step back and think about what they're doing if that's what they're resorting to. As I said, the vicious images are one thing, and that's a step too far, but to see it now escalate into racial abuse is poor, and people really need to grow up and look at what they're doing if that's what's happening. Walker doesn't deserve it, not over a game of football. It happens, players get older, and you can tell Walker's trying 100% and his body's just not what it was. But that doesn't entitle people to abuse him and attack him and racially abuse him. So that's got to that point. It's gone too far. So anyway, I just wanted to get that out there. For me, Kyle Walker's a club legend. Yes, it's part and parcel to cop criticism and give criticism for players' performances the same way they get plaudits. That's part and parcel of the game. But to see what's escalated to today is sickening, to be frank. And people, if you're involved in that or find that a way to cope with City's poor run of results, have a look at yourself and maybe walk away from the game if that's your line of thinking. Thanks for your time. I just wanted to get that out there quickly, and I'll be back with a preview of the Manchester derby and a few other things the next day or two. But really, think about it. If what Kyle Walker's done for the club far outweighs a couple of poor performances, and he shouldn't have to be subjected to the shit he's copped today. Thanks.